The Independent Examinations Board, IEB, is crediting its pupils for its high pass rate. Pupils achieved a 98.39% pass rate, slightly higher than last year. It wasn't an easy journey due to the COVID-19 pandemic that disrupted a large part of their grade 11 year. But pupils say hard work and support from teachers and parents contributed to their success. They are now looking forward to university and independence. Let's speak to two of them now. Adrian De Bonis is from St David's, and Cayleigh Badrick graduated from St Stithians College. There you see them behind me. Thank you guys for joining me. So let's start with just celebrating the work that you have done. Each one of you, let's start with you, Adrian. Tell us how well you did for Matric.
I set myself goals. I didn't meet all of them, sadly, but I did try my hardest. I did accomplish a few Bs, which I am happy with. But overall, it was good. It was a very good experience, and yeah, I'm happy with it.
I think you're being modest. I'll come back to you in a moment to actually share your outcomes. Cayleigh, how did you do? And please do share. Feel free to share your outcomes. We are celebrating you guys. You've done exceptionally well. You are part of a whole group of matriculants that we are celebrating. So feel free to share.
So I matriculated with 2 distinctions and a 75% average overall, which I'm really happy about. I worked hard, so I'm really glad with my achievements.
Yeah. Adrian, go ahead.
No distinction, sadly, but I did end up with a 70 average, 2 79s. So, yeah.
Absolutely fantastic. Cayleigh, just tell me about, achieving those outcomes. How difficult was it? Because, we've been talking about what a difficult year you guys have had, and we've been saying that it's actually not one year that was difficult for you as this class of 2021. It all started with 2020 being the first year of the pandemic. How difficult was it?
It was extremely difficult, I won't lie. Starting grade 11 off with the pandemic and having to do online school was quite challenging, but I think I was very able to adapt, and I was coping well. It is a 2-year course, basically, so it was hard to do online learning for basically Matric and grade 11. But yeah, overall, I think it came out well. My results I'm happy with. So it was challenging, but we overcome those challenges. So,
Adrian, what was your process of pursuing the goals that you're saying you had set for yourself while in the context of COVID-19, lockdowns, interrupted learning? And I don't know how much, rotational learning happened at your school.
Quite a bit actually did happen. Obviously in 2020, it was very difficult because we just got into the pandemic. So most of the year we were online, but how I faced it was time management is the biggest thing. Not having a routine and having to adapt and create your own one was quite difficult, but just managing your time, managing the work, and just getting it all done in time.
And so let me ask both of you then. Cayleigh, let me start with you. What now? What are your plans? You've done the high school thing. It's time now to face the world and start your journey in earnest in the world. So where does that begin for you?
So I will be studying at Stellenbosch University. I'm studying a BSc Applied Medicinal Chemistry. So yeah, going to Stellenbosch University and going to have lots of fun there and study hard. So.
And for you, Adrian, where does the journey go from here?
Hopefully to Stellenbosch University to either study BSc in Human Life Sciences or BCom in Management Sciences.
All right, guys. Adrian, let me start with you on this one. What would you say would be your tips? For the class of 2022? What do they need to do to emulate what you have done as the class of 2021, given the difficulties that do continue to exist?
My biggest piece of advice, and I think everyone in Matric right now needs to take this and actually listen, is balance. Having a balance between your work, your social life, your sport,
All right, I think there's a bit of a challenge to the connection there. Come on, I hope it can pick up so we can conclude properly.
You need to sometimes
sorry, Adrian.
Stop podding so much, and you need to put your head.
Yeah, sorry, Adrian. The line broke there for a moment, and you were still giving us your perspective for the class of 2022. If you don't mind, I'll ask you to take it again.
Don't worry. I was just saying finding a balance is key. Balancing your social life, your sports and your academics is the biggest thing. Realizing that sometimes you may need to stop going out as much and really put your head down and focus. So it's all about a balance, I think, in Matric, because I did go out, I did play sports, but sometimes I had to sacrifice that time of socializing to put my head down and actually work.
Cayleigh, from your side?
Definitely find a balance, work hard, and just have fun with it. You know, my Matric marks, they're in prelims. I didn't do as well as I thought I did, and I'm happy with my final result. You will get disappointments, you will be happy, but you just have to work hard and know that the end goal is totally worth it.
All right, guys, I've got to thank you for your time. And my apologies for some of the difficulties during our conversation. But I do hope that your message has gone out there. And thank you for sharing your story with us.